are back for another episode of Doctor Who.
Episode 3, the newest one, so we'll be all caught up, and then we'll be ready for when the newer one comes out Saturday.
And then we'll be all catched up with things that we're backed up on.
Weekly, things that we're backed up on.
Yep.
Not super technically, we are backed up on Supernatural.
We're gonna go, and then we're gonna go and watch
some more Supernatural.
The anime, not the,
Well, technically both, but we're only gonna film one. Alright, let's get started.
Take a punt.
Right.
Your choice. Wherever, whenever, anywhere in time and space.
Well, there is someone that I've always wanted to meet. I know what you'll say.
Try me.
You'll say he's made up, that there is no such thing.
Go on.
It's Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
I love that story. I've always loved it ever since I was little.
Robin Hood. The heroic outlaw who robs from the rich and gives to the poor.
Yeah.
He's made up. There's no such thing.
Oh, you see?
Old-fashioned heroes only exist in old-fashioned storybooks, Clara.
And what about you?
Me?
Yeah, you. You stop bad things happening every minute of every day. That sounds pretty heroic to me.
Just passing the time. Hey, what about Mars?
What?
The ice warrior hives.
You said it was my choice.
Or the tumescent arrows of the half-light. Those girls can hold their drink.
Doctor?
And fracture 15 different levels of reality simultaneously.
What did you
I think
spoon?
you know it somewhere.
Doctor! My choice. Robin Hood, show me.
Very well.
Oh, I think he's
To Sherwood Forest.
I think he's protecting.
England. Sherwood Forest.
Sherwood Forest.
1190 AD.
1980s.
You'll only be disappointed.
Yes.
But 1980s.
Might not be correct. Might not be much.
Well, I already know it's some sort of robot probably because the episode is called Robots of Sherwood? Something with robots in it.
Hey, it might be Cybermen.
Maybe. Sherwood Forest.
No damsels in distress, no pretty castles, no such thing.
It's 1980. It's not
Robin Hood.
gonna be pretty. Not the TARDIS. That's a very fake-looking arrow.
Did you just shoot my TARDIS?
Very plastic-looking TARDIS. Very shiny. Oh, what kind of Robin Hood is that?
Alright. Hey, look, it's inside the Robin Hood.
Oh. The hood. Name's even a little different. It's all spacey. Robot of Sherwood, that's it.
You're very, very nicely done with the box, sir. So I saw a Turk perform something very similar at Nottingham Fair.
That is.
It's a trick with mirrors, no
Doesn't
doubt.
even have a.
A trick. A good jest. This is not a trick, this is a TARDIS.
Whatever it is, you bony rascal, I'm afraid I must relieve you of it.
I don't
My
think so.
property, that's what it is.
Well, don't you know all property is theft to Robin Hood?
You're not serious.
I'm many things, sir, but I'm never that. Robin Hood laughs in the face of all.
Never serious.
And do people ever punch you in the face when you do that? Not as yet. Lucky I'm here then, isn't it?
Might be a...
I just wanted to dress too.
Much, but... Well, what do you
That-
reckon, Doctor?
That'd be me.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Are there any more in there?
Are there any more?
Oh my God.
She was fangirling out.
Oh, you actually found Robin Hood.
That is not Robin Hood.
Well, then, who, sir, is about to relieve you of your matchbox?
Good luck relieving it.
Nobody, son. Not in this universe or the next.
Well, then draw your sword and prove your words.
I have no sword.
I just have my magical.
I don't need a sword.
Oh!
Because I am the doctor. And this is my spoon.
Oh, man.
Oh, Mom Peter.
Pen is mightier than the sword. Apparently this time this is a spoon. A spoon.
Gosh, I wish it would stop lagging. Then this would be so great.
Ow!
You're amazing.
Had some experience. Richard the Lionheart. Sir the Bergerac. And a friend. He had the most enormous... ego.
Takes one to know one.
Ego.
Oh, zero.
No. How dare you? Oh, he's fine.
Like I said, my box.
Marble.
Doctor?
Yay. This doesn't look like maybe 1980 to me.
Not really. England? No.
Lady, what fuss? All will be well.
This is just Shadow Street. If he were here now, I'd tear up his back off!
Would you now? Or are you as milk-livered
that way.
as your name suggests, Master Quail?
Take me. Spare this dear child.
Take you? A lardy lacquet like you? It's labour we require up at the castle. Labour and gold. Not old men and their worthless baubles. This will be a great help, Master Quail, believe me. Newcomer to Sherwood, are we?
Yes, my lord.
You may also prove useful. Bring her.
Your days are
Not Sherwood?
Oh,
Oh, that was big. I thought it looks like it. Gosh, we should stop lagging, stupid
She'll
thing.
live to regret that. Actually, no. You won't.
coming out completely clean.
No, we just didn't see the tip. He cleaned it off just then.
I don't know. It looks like this.
Let me introduce you to my men. This is Will Scarlet. He is a cheeky rogue with a good sword arm and a slippery tongue. My lady. What do you want with my hair?
Well, it's realistic, I'll give you that.
And this is Friar Tuck. For the amount of grub he tucks into.
You skinny blackguard!
What are you doing?
This isn't a real sandal.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it is.
This is Alan Dale. He's a master of the lute, whose music brightens up these dark days.
Fair stranger, you are welcome here.
This
Sherwood bonny glade.
Take the guitar.
Sorry. Blood analysis.
Oh, he took his blood.
Oh, all those diseases. If you were real, you'd be dead in 6 months.
I am real.
Fine.
Bye.
This is John Little, called Little John. He's my loyal companion in many an adventure.
Oh, I cannot believe this. You really are Robin Hood and his merry men.
Aye, that is an apt description.
Ha! What say you, lads? Stop laughing. Why are you always doing that? Are you all simple or something? I'm going to need a sample.
Of what?
Excuse me. Sorry.
I love the dress.
Well, they're not holograms, that much is obvious. Could be a theme park in the future. Or it might be inside a miniscope.
Oh, shut up.
A miniscope, yes, of course, why not?
Your friend seems not quite of the real world.
No, he's not really. Not most of the time. Dark days.
My lady?
You've said that these were dark days. What did you mean?
King Richard is away on crusade, my lady. His tyrant of a brother rules instead.
And the sheriff, because there is a sheriff, right?
Aye.
is indeed this jackal of the princes who seeks to oppress us forevermore.
Or 6 months in your
There's
case.
even a BBC show for Robin Hood too.
It is a shame to dwell on murky thoughts. When there is such beauty here.
That stash.
Why are you so sad?
I've seen him somewhere before.
Why do you think we sad?
Because he's got a wife.
Because the doctor's right, you laugh too much.
Doesn't he look familiar? No. Does it
I do not think it's out of life, that choice.
Behind the
You
facial
see
hair?
before you.
Looks
Robert.
Earl of Locksley.
Lee. Yes.
Yes. Sorry, do go on.
I have my lands and titles stripped from there. I dared to speak out against Prince John, but I've lost the thing most dear to me.
What was she called?
So very quick. How does the doctor stand it?
Marion?
You know her.
Yes.
He knows too
I've
much.
always known her.
But it was Marion who told me that I must stand up and be counted.
Clara's such a fangirl.
I was afraid.
If you met, like, come on.
This green canopy is my palace.
You can't spit.
On the rough ground, my feather bed. Yeah, maybe one day I will return home, but until that day, it is beholden
And they're not big enough.
to be the man Marion wanted.
Well, the doctor, yeah,
To be a
quietly for an
hero
hour.
who knows this tyrant sheriff slaughters.
What time is it, Mr. Hurd?
Somewhat afternoon.
No. Time of year. What season?
Oh, Dame Autumn has draped her mellow skirts about the forest, Doctor. The time of mists and harvests approaches.
Yeah, it's all very poetic. But it's very green hereabouts, though, isn't it? Like I said, very sunny.
So?
Have you been to Nottingham?
Climate change?
It's 1190.
You must excuse me.
Oh, 11.
The sheriff has
That makes
issued
more
a
sense.
proclamation, and tomorrow there is to be a contest to find the best archer in the land and the bounty. It's an arrow made of pure gold.
No, don't go. It's a trap.
Well, of course it is. A contest to find the best archer in the land. There is no contest.
Right! That isn't even funny. That was bantering. I am totally against bantering.
How can you be so sure he is not the real thing?
Because he can't be.
When did you stop believing in everything?
When did you start believing in impossible heroes?
Don't you know?
The Impossible Girl.
Anyway, it's rather sweet.
Eat it,
And
then
this
scan it.
is an apple.
In the contest for the golden arrow. After 10 rounds, the battle is betwixt
Can't shoot anything with
our
a golden
Lord
arrow.
Sheriff
I think
It's too pliable.
and a
Especially if
stranger
it's solid
known
gold.
as Tom the Tinker.
Perhaps not such a stranger, after all.
Take your place.
That's quite the disguise. And I can move all those arrows.
Should we make the contest a little more interesting, my lord? Targets seem a little close. What say you? Another 20 paces? Why not?
I guess he just doesn't recognize them. Or he thinks he doesn't recognize them. Move!
Now!
They had the bow too low. Wouldn't have hit the bullseye.
Guy.
And
it was
having,
like,
having
it
his
was like
hand right
not even,
here,
yeah, halfway.
it definitely would have been higher.
Oh, I was hoping it was split down the middle.
He has split the arrow.
Oh, he did.
Truly, he is the finest archer in all
We just couldn't tell.
England. Come forward, Tinker,
What? You just
and
can't tell?
claim your
Yeah, it's
prize.
not
That's all. Wasn't. Ah! I saw it coming.
He's full of surprises, isn't he? I'm the doctor. As skilled as the bowmen speak for themselves. I claim my reward. A mere bauble. I want something else. Name it. Enlightenment.
All each other's arrows.
Oh, this reminds me of the guy in House of Mind who keeps splitting the arrows.
Yeah,
because he had that thing. I know.
It's like Annie, get your gun right here.
Yeah. With arrow, Annie, get your bow.
Fascinating. Seize him!
About the spoon.
What are you doing? Put that down!
I'm fine. I take year 7 back to school taekwondo.
Don't worry, Doctor. I'll
Back
save
to
you.
school.
I don't need
Back to
saving.
school. Taekwondo.
I know.
But I'm Robin.
Quit lagging. You're ruining it. Ah, there's the robots.
Robot. Now we're getting somewhere. Take them!
Oh, he's out.
He surrenders! What? You miserable cur! I have to run! Flee, lads! Flee! Live to fight another day!
Okay.
To the dungeons! With all of them!
What are you up to?
Quickest way to find out anybody's plans. Get yourself captured.
Here, let me help you.
Thank you.
What are you? Gargoyle, what are you?
Leave it.
He only needs to rest. We all need to rest.
Analysis shows that peasant creature is spent.
No, please.
Usefulness expired.
No! No!
Damn you! I've been at the sheriff.
Who else the sheriff?
Who shot the sheriff?
Splendid. In chains.
Yep.
Trussed up like turkey cocks. That's thanks to your friend.
Shut it, Hoodie. I saved your life.
I had the situation well in hand.
Long-haired ninny versus robot killer knights. Where would I put my money?
If you had not betrayed me, I would have been triumphant.
You would have been a little puff of smoke and ashes.
Ah!
You'd have been floating around in tiny little laughing bits in people's goblets.
Balderdash. Ha!
Oh, right, here we go. It's laughing time.
Well, you amuse me, grey old man.
God! He's laughing again. You can't keep me locked up with a laughing person.
I find that quite funny. Do you know, I feel another laugh coming on. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
God, I cannot remain in this cell. Execute me
You
now.
didn't execute the old
No,
fool.
no, hang on. Execute him.
I do not fear death. So execute away!
Execute him. I'd like to see if his head keeps laughing when you chop it out.
Oh, Robin Hood always laughs in the face of death.
Just rolling around the floor laughing. I would pay good money to see that.
God!
Rolling around.
God!
I probably laugh at Death's face now, you know?
Do either of you understand in any way at all that there isn't actually a god out there?
Yes, it is. They're just not moving a lot.
I did. No, you didn't.
I said, shut up. The Doctor and a Robin Hood locked up in a cellar is seriously the best that you can do. You're determined to starve to death in here, squabbling.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I
could last a lot longer than this desiccated man crone.
Really? Really? Well, you know what? I think you'll find I have a certain genetic advantage.
It is not a competition about who can die slower.
Either, wasn't it?
There was supposed to be a plan. Do either of you two have a plan?
Genetic advantage.
I too have a plan.
Okay, Robin, you first.
Why him?
Doctor, shut up. Robin, your plan.
I am biding my time.
Thank you, Prince of Thieves. Last of the Time Lords.
That's at the Time
Yes.
Lords.
I have a plan.
Can you explain your plan without using the word sonic screwdriver? Because you might have forgotten the Sheriff of Nottingham has taken your screwdriver, just saying. So it's a screwdriver.
Right, okay, well, let's hear Robin's plan.
For God's sake.
See? There was a guard. There was a guard listening the whole time. I knew it.
The sheriff himself commanded me to listen, to find out which of you is the true ringleader.
So he can do the interrogating. Very wise.
Excellent. He will get nothing from me.
No. He will get nothing from me. Because interrogation, that's when I always turn the tables. You see, that's my plan.
Just hurry up and take me to him.
No. Chop, come on.
Seriously.
No. What are you doing? Don't be ridiculous.
Well, she kind of was the ringleader at that time, so that's what it seems.
They're probably listening to her.
Yeah. She was kind of in command of that conversation.
'Tis a thing of beauty indeed.
Look up on my
Be a
wall.
family for a 12-month when melted down.
Tonight we rest. Tomorrow we must draw up plans to rescue Robin. We shall soon see how those mechanicals feel about the taste of Nottingham steel. Lord forgive me. Strange though, is it not?
What? All this looting that the sheriff is doing, and yet it is only ever gold that he takes. Pearls, rubies, all the precious jewels of the realm seem no consequence to him. Only gold. Poor Robin and the stranger lay in the dungeon all the livelong day. The merry men might pine away on a Sherwood morning.
Oh no, he will find out. Yes, it is.
Eat, my lady. Eat. Let it not be said that the Sheriff of Nottingham is a poor host.
Not Nick Paul.
Had a bag of crisps this morning, thanks.
Your words are strange, fair one.
I should think they are.
But I like you. You're refreshingly direct.
You can take the girl out of Blackpool.
That's a
Taken
ran rat.
from your friend's strange tunic.
Looks like it.
An intriguing gallimaufry, including
Just on our
this
forehead.
wand. Evidently a thing.
Oh, that's all from this
Yeah,
person, so that, yeah, it was Saran Wrap.
Tell me,
Some bread, though?
maybe.
are you from beyond the stars?
I
You're
don't
the
know.
one with the robot army, you tell me.
I'm sorry.
No. Beat your breast. Moan. Groan as though 20 devils possessed your guts.
What for?
So as to attract the attention of that gargoyle-faced guard.
It's your plan. You work.
No. No. It won't work.
Why?
Oh, because you are clearly more advanced in years and you have a sickly aspect to you.
Have a what?
You're as pale as milk. It's the way with Scots. They're strangers to vegetables.
I'm not moaning. You moan.
Fine, if you want something doing. Can I rely on you to do the rest?
Yes, I know the drill.
What is this din?
No business of yours, Carr. Speak up. I can't hear you.
What ails him?
None of your business.
I said, what ails him?
Well, if you must know, he's having a nervous breakdown.
For what?
He's like this whenever he's in any kind of danger. He can't seem to cope. He gets so afraid. He goes into a kind of fit. I honestly believe that he may die of sheer fright like some tiny, shivering little mouse. Oh, God, I think he soiled himself.
Let him die. It'll save us the trouble of executing him.
And what will happen to the reward? Reward? Oh, God, I shouldn't have said that.
Tell me.
The reward.
He carries a vital message. The prince has promised a bounty.
A big one.
An enormous one.
What's that? Say again.
Come close.
Come close.
Your breath stinks like a serpent. Has anyone ever told you that?
I know.
Soiled myself. Did you? That's getting into character. Okay, keys. No, I'll get them. I'll get them.
Oh, they gotta punch him away.
That's fine. No, he's got them. That's just it.
No. Where did I go?
Well, there's a bright side. Which, Clara didn't see that.
But enough. But for tawdry matters. Let us talk of softer, sweeter things.
Ah, good, yes. I was hoping we'd get round to that.
You what?
For I have known I was destined to draw the eye of a great and powerful man for a long time, ever since I saw those mysterious lights in the sky.
You saw them too.
And those strange mechanical men with their promises.
I too have experienced this.
Really? Well, I would never have guessed. Tell me your story.
Tell me yours.
Oh, no. But you have to go first.
Why so?
Because great men always proceed.
She is good.
You have a point.
She is
Yes,
good.
Once upon a time, there was a brave
How could anything be upon a time?
and handsome man.
I can almost picture him. Don't even have to close my eyes.
Unappreciated by his royal master.
Prince John.
The very same.
Then came the lights in the sky and everything changed.
The skyship came to Earth in a fury of fire.
I'd almost call it a crash. I remember it well.
Craft from the heavenly spheres, bedight with twinkling lights and miracles beyond imagining. The most beautiful thing the brave and handsome man had ever seen.
And I suppose the mechanical men saw you as their natural leader.
It was I, and I alone, to whom the mechanical men within imparted their secrets. Shortly I shall be the most powerful man in the realm. King, an all but name, for Nottingham is not enough.
It isn't?
After this, Derby.
Derby?
Then,
Yes, my former house elf.
and after Lincoln.
Works up.
I knew they were gonna do that. I was thinking they should just.
First the blacksmith's forge.
So as to remove our chains.
No. So I can knock up an ornamental plant stand. Of course it's so we can get rid of our chains. I don't want to be manacled to you all night. Oh, please don't do that.
Ornamental plant stand.
It's not even that funny.
You're an amusing fellow, Doctor.
Don't, can you just stop? You'll give yourself a hernia.
What are you hanging around here for, then, Your Majesty?
Here it is.
Why are you bothering to squeeze pips out of peasants if you've got a skyship on standby?
Enough questions. I'm impatient to hear your story.
Oh. But I do not have one. I was lying.
Lying.
Yeah. People are so much better at sharing information if they think the other person's already got it.
Oh, that's very clever.
Thank you.
You'll do very well.
For what?
Doesn't every king require a consort?
Right. You do that again, and you'll regret that.
Wait, it's not full. Not. It's the moon changing the phases?
No, it's not a moon.
last. Something real. No more fairy tales.
Stop it.
What is this place?
The spaceship, 429th century, the 12th databanks. Databanks. Where was the ship headed? The promised land again. Like the half-faced man, but more sophisticated. Disguised itself as a 12th century castle. Emerges into the culture. Tries to keep a low profile. So no one notices. That explains the robot knights. But the engines are damaged. They're leaking radiation into the local atmosphere, creating a temporary climate of staggering benevolence. Beg pardon? Told you. It's too sunny. It's too green. And there is even an evil sheriff to oppress the locals. This explains everything. Even you. It does. Well, what does every oppressed peasant workforce need? The illusion of hope. Some silly story to get them through the day, lull them into docility, and keep them working. Ship's databanks. Full of every myth and legend you could hope for, including Robin Hood. Isn't it time you came clean with me? You're not real and you know it. Look at you. Perfect eyes, perfect teeth. Nobody has a jawline like that. You're as much a part of what is happening here as the sheriff and his metal knights. You're a robot.
You dare to accuse me of collusion with that villain, the sheriff?
I dare.
You false-tongued knave. I should have skewered you when I had the chance.
I would like to see you try.
Surrender, outlaw!
Very good. Kill him.
Kill Robin Hood!
You can drop all that stuff now, Sheriff.
Doctor?
He is not what you think he is. This is all play acting.
Just let them kill him!
You're not fooling anyone, Sheriff.
What the hell are you doing?
Surviving.
There's the moon.
Oh.
I'm sorry about the girl, such a pretty thing. What a queen she would have made.
Stop pretending. You and your fancy robots. I get it. I understand.
Oh, so you too know my plans.
You and your robots plundering the surrounding countryside for all it's worth. Gold. Of course. Gold. You are creating a matrix of gold to repair the engine circuit.
This is the scheme the mechanicals have devised. Soon this skyship will depart. Destination, London. There, I will obliterate the king and take my rightful place as ruler of this sceptred isle.
It won't work. There's not a chance. I've seen the instruments. There's been too much damage. You are stoking up a gigantic bomb.
Yeah.
Engine capacity at 48%. Engine capacity at 48%.
It's not enough. It's not enough. I'll never make orbit. That's the entrance. Building on power. Stupid sheriff. Give me your stupid face. Oh, you're an idiot.
Hi.
The time for games is over.
I think I understand you. The sheriff's using the gold to replace something.
That's the principle. But he's a moron. If he tries to fly his ship, it'll explode and wipe out half the country. We need is a little riot. Time to reflect on lasers and gold. Spread the word.
You will will tell me everything this doctor knows about Robin Hood and his merry men.
What is this? Why are you interrogating me?
And then, you will tell me exactly who this doctor is and what are his plans.
Probably to save everyone.
Stand aside while this peasant unit is freed.
I'm afraid you're a little late.
Explain.
I'm already free!
Oh, I said that. You're free! Oh, I just realized.
75%.
I need to stop this anyway. So we can... Because we gotta cut the time.
Signing off.
We'll be back in a minute. Don't worry.
Yep.
See you in a second. Bye.